Right, yes, just set these two going. They're both going to start mowing, so she'll leave that a few minutes. What else have we got to do? Yeah, oh, that's right, that's not quite... Yes, quite... no, that's a point. Field 5 is ready tomorrow. Field 6, we have done all of the... everything, haven't we? Including gathering the bales. We have indeed. Is there anything? No, we need all of the team up there, definitely, for doing that. We do 100%. Yeah, it is definitely so fantastic. Now then, did we? Yeah, let's check on this one. Do we? Oh, we can't do anything about rolling. No, no weeds. Well, yeah, no, that is good. Definitely good. Right, yes. It has been a few days since our last foray onto Westbridge Hills, and I've done quite a few episodes on other Let's Plays, so I thought, you know, it is about time. I love this, and I especially do. I'm really looking forward to using the fantastic baling system. I am very, very much looking forward to that. Now then, actually, there's a point. Yeah, the yams can indeed manage that, which I have obviously. Well, I think we can set this going almost immediately. Yeah, I do. Yes, have I set a course for this though? I don't think I have. Yeah, now this should manage this. It should, truthfully. Now let's set it trying about here. Hope that the courseplay will actually set a course from about here. Doesn't always do as you ask or as you want, but we can have a look and see what we can see. Yes, looking forward to doing this. I am, and I shall discuss this in a minute. We'll just set this going. Right, so fields, yes, generator, headlands, only one, and 2 headlands. Generate. Ooh, it did do exactly as we wanted. Absolutely, that is amazing. So that is... oh. Right, save. Have I done? I have. So we are... this is field 15. That is right, it is. Save course. Activate. And it's 12.5 meters from memory. Let's see if Courseway agrees. Oh, it doesn't. It's 12 meters. Oh, okay. That we should. I shall say Courseway's right and I'm wrong. First go. I could have sworn it's 12.5 meters. But we shall. Oh, in fact. Yeah, let's just correct that. It's only a label after all said. And done. Change mode. Rename. Activate. 12 meters. Okay, let's have a look at that. I could have sworn. I know it's going to be right. I just like to double check because it's not always. Cosplay can do things that are slightly different, so it can. And this is probably me that is wrong. I'm not trying to, but I just like to check. Yeah. Especially when you doubt yourself. It's one of the last ones I think isn't on the list. 12.5 meters. So obviously Courseplay's reading something slightly different. I will go with Coursplay, but at least I know that I'm not going mad, and it really was. Yeah, exactly as I said it was. Now then, let's have a quick look. Make sure everybody's happy on this. Yes, the mowers are definitely spot on, and yeah, one's catching up with that one. That's okay. Now then, let's see. Do we need to go and get some grass? Now we want the phoenix, don't we? We do. Right. Let's have a look in here. We'll see what grass 102. So we have got today's set of grass, which we brought across, but we have got some time to do this time. Yeah, why not? Why not go and do it for the future? Yeah, and why not crash into the Leslie at the same time, Mr. Smith? That's shocking. Absolutely shocking. Yes, now, there is a situation arising. One of the likes I don't like, and yet I am caught by my own storyline, you could say. Now, we all know that this is based upon the storyline of wasn't originally, but I've amalgamated the two. So really this is following the storyline that I hate doing this in a way because it sort of ruins the realism of the storyline. But yeah, I've got to do this because this I cannot. There was a similar situation in the past, and on the Old Stream farm, I moved my base of operations from one place where it had been the entire Let's Play, and in one session I totally decimated the viewing base, and I was left with hardly anybody who wished to watch the Let's Play after that. Now, I'm caught in a similar situation, only this time it's down to a storyline. So, yes, now, obviously this is the family farm, this particular field, and that one there is the family farm. Now, obviously, it has been sold off, shall we say. It has, the house included. Obviously, we had to do that to clear my family's debts, and that has been done. That is a point. Has this got any silage before we... No, it hasn't. So we'll take another set of this, and we shall put that in the other... Yeah, we do need to equalise this somewhat. Yes, now, so this time I am caught... Now, I did have an idea a couple of sessions ago that I thought was... And I dismissed it, and now I think, no, actually it does make more sense. I will spit it out. Yeah, I'm thinking that we will move, and I do think we will buy the field next door. So what we're going to do, like anybody with any sense would do, is that product we've grown for 3 months on field 15, sorry. Yes, we shall obviously get that this morning, today, and we shall grab that in because it is our harvest, and then we shall put this field up for sale, because we're not trying to go into just grass. We're not. This is a means to an end, and we may even also convert the field next to us, but again do the grass on field 16, and then we shall buy field 17, because it will enable us to rebuy our original farm, the plot. Now, I want to revolutionise. I don't want this to be as it was before. I don't want it to be a reminder of... no, obviously I've also said about moving my aunt's next door, but that was because I didn't really want any memories of the farm that she built up, and my uncle and the entire family. I didn't want that any reminder, but what my idea is now is to, and I want to include the youngsters, yes, my aunt's children, yeah, definitely, and some of the extended family, not only in what's happening, but also in the work to get this done, because they are obviously, it's family, and we can all work towards this together now. Yeah, so basically we are going to revamp the yard, so it's not the farm, and also put the farmhouse in a different location, so that it is a new place, even though it's an old place. Yes, I would like to do that. So that is the plan. So we'll need to buy that. To do that, obviously, I am going to give this all back to my aunts and the entire family. I am. That is the plan. It is. But we've got to build this up to stupendous farm. I don't want this just to be. It doesn't have to be as big as my uncles. I mean, they had an awful lot of this particular area. But it does want to be sizable, and I want to leave them enough money in the bank that, yes, yeah, it tides over the future. I know I've given them the money for, the tractor, and that is 400 grand, it's a lot of money, but, yes, I would like to do more. I would. That's their basically core money and funds to tide them over, but I also want to leave. This is a farm. They need money, really, a lot of money to make it worth their while. Right, how are we doing there? Fine. Smashing. Right, let's pull this out of the way a little bit then. Okay, step in. There. How much have you got? No. It's nice to know. Right, let's go up the top then, now that we've done that. I am going to time-lapse this though, because as we all know, Field 15 is a little bit of a monster. It is. And doing well. Now I think we can set a third monster on the field. Let's grab the fence, my favourite tractor. Yeah, I was a bit gutted. I was hoping that this was truly going to be... Right, so we want this on the windrow, of course, don't we? It's a bit accurate. So, yes, we want to load the 12 metre. Clear, load, activate. Let's just make sure we're good. Yes, we are. And go. Excellent. That's a point. Can I could use this. What kind of... Oh, it is as well. It's a pin hitch. We could use... No, we don't. Oh, we can. We can use one of our... We can, can't we? I will make sense in a minute, honest. I'm expecting you to read my mind now. Not the cab over. But yes, you have got a hitch, haven't you? Now, I know it's a little unorthodox, but it would work. Well, we should see. It's got a pin hitch. Now it's got a power take-up. Now that is true. Now we're using the Warrior. Or the Roadrunner. Yeah, no. Yeah, they're a little bit out of our price range at present. Now we'll go and see. If it lets me do it, I'm going to. If it doesn't, it won't. I won't. In fact, yeah, I would have thought there was a power take-up. It's just if it's... Yeah, if the game lets us, we'll do it. If it's not, we won't. I'll be pure. I'm not going to... I suppose, no, though, in a way. No, there are other ways to do this. You can add external things to get this done. You can. We shall, if this lets us do it, we'll do it. If not, we won't. Simple as. It'd be nice to make a start on this and follow along. There you go. What do we do with this? Myself a second time. I had almost operating position and lift lower loader, so there is a lot of B's and then X's. Yeah, right, smashing. Okay then. So I am going to say my words. We are going to follow on. We're going to do this in one slick machine-like oiled, carefully oiled machine-like manner. We are definitely. This is going to be good as well. So, I am going to say my words. And we'll see you guys and girls on the other side. I've realised I didn't completely explain what I was on about, did I? Yeah, I'm a terror for this. I do apologise. Yes, I sort of left half of it explained. Yes, obviously what I'm talking about is the fact that we will be moving our base of operations from down the bottom to up here, which I have done on the old stream farm and it killed things dead. This time though, I am going to do the same, but it is down to the storyline. Moving this back to the family. It is that is the dilemma. Yeah, so this time I'm doing it because of the storyline, because it makes perfect sense. I'm hoping you'll bear with me on this. Yeah, I won't alienate you all to the extent where, yes, you'll abandon ship and leave it, because obviously this time it is a mechanism of the Let's Play, and it's truly not about me wishing to move from down the bottom. Yeah, because that was originally my plan. Obviously, that was always, I mean, farmers do that, but this is obviously more about the family home than anything else. So this isn't down to me just thinking, oh, I know, let's just change everything up to streamline things. No, this is more about moving back to the family home, because we obviously originally were there, had to sell, literally abandoned ship due to debt. Obviously clear that debt, which we did in a stupendous, amazing way, which I'm very pleased with. But now obviously it's about coming back, so I think I did the sums. I did sort of, no, let's pull that down. Yeah, double tap B, I remember, I'm getting there, I'm remembering now. Yeah, now this is weird having to come from the side to the side. Yeah, it looks very strange, but it is what it is. Yes. I suppose you could actually, to compensate for that, change the way that the lines were on courseplay. I might have a play with that to see if we can revamp this to, yeah, match the way that this works. Definitely, because having to come in the side like this all of the time, you did it the other way, it would work perfectly, I think. Shall see, because that means the ends would be correct if I'm right. Now then, wow, done a good job of clearing the fields. The Heston bale is certainly making a difference, with them being almost double the size of a standard bale. It means we almost half the amount of bales we'd have on the field, which means I'm actually catching up with them, which you wouldn't normally see. So yeah, this is quite amazing. Yes, it would. I am right. If you imagine, if we were coming down the field, then these are actually correct. So yeah, if we did side to side, then this would actually work, instead of like where we're doing lengthways, we would do sideways, like it's the same as this end here, all the way down the field. That would actually work. Now then, we didn't quite do that right. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, obviously I will be moving some of the, in fact yes, it actually does make more sense to move a lot of our operation, including, yes, to basically make, what does it, or do we do what I was on about and split the yard? Do we have 16 and 17 as the nucleus? And instead of having, it's not too, yeah, fields are not everything. It is true, actually. I mean, we were planning on that due to that, but now we've got these as our thing, and our family home is up here. It does make more sense to have this as the central location, and instead to buy these fields, including letting go of 5 and 6, I suppose. But that would mean obviously moving this little lot. It would, but that's not the end of the world. That's what I'm saying. On this particular map, this is more about the family home than it is anything else. This time, it's not me thinking, let's streamline things and let's move our base of operations that everyone has got used to. All of the entire Let's Play, like on the old stream farm. Yeah, this time it is definitely down to the fact that we're trying to move back to the family home. It really is that. So it's not me just wanting to streamline things as it was on the old stream farm. I mean, I did want to shake things up, and I certainly did. I shook things up to the point where people were very unhappy with my decision. That's what I don't want to sort of face that again, where, oh, I am not actually catching up with that bale, is still managing to, well, oh wow, the mowers are nearly finished. Amazing. Right, now I think that's a little previous, and I think, yeah, the top of this field would have been ample. Do you know, it was streamlining, and then there's seriously being silly. Yes, obviously it would mean if we were going to do this, I would like to use, I've always said this, the end of this field, I did say that very early on, I would like this to be part of the thing, because it is a massive set of ground, it really is. So I'm thinking of moving like the VGA and all that type of stuff up here. Obviously we're going to take a hit, and it really is true, we are all, I'm just not liking that bit of a, yeah, weird level there, which I knew it was a horrible level. Let's see if we can Yes, it would mean also the Hessian. We'd have to shift everything out of that, so I'm hoping that we can sort of streamline this and obviously probably not take too much up there because we're going to revamp this up this end. Also though, I am going to shape things up a little if we're going to do this. As I say, I want to redesign this. I'm leaving these beautiful trees, I am, but the trees down there are not going to be so lucky. Those that are in the inner boundary anyway. Yes, I want to shake that up completely. I do. Those barns, again, not that I don't like them. They're a memory from my aunt. We are going to completely revamp those, and that actually is going to leave me a bit of a dilemma because, as you all know, actually that barn does some very strange things to the ground level. So for realism, when I do that, I am going to get the bulldozers in and heavy equipment, and we are going to level that, if you get my drift. Yes, definitely. Or we're going to pay for it, or we're going to get it. That is a question. Right, that is right. Wow, it's funnily enough though, this is working, but this is not really as powerful as I thought it was. Not like the TLX. Yeah, it is managing, but it is, yeah, you need to get up to speed with it to make it actually work. It's not, yeah, as I thought it sometimes, yeah, until we've got a little bit more equipment. We've not quite got the equipment that I would like. A little bit more is needed now then. I think we have, haven't we? Both of the... Indeed we have. Right, let's send you to field 16, I think. Set destination. And let's wait till Betty goes out the way. And then we shall set you right next door. Smash it. Excellent. Right. Let's get this sorted. Wow. This is doing very well, it really is. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm hoping that on this time you will sort of work with me on this, because I do realise, as I say, because of past, that this time though is a storyline. It's not me just deciding, oh, let's change, because I was quite happy down the bottom. That was part of the original plan. But now, obviously, it does make more sense with, well, also in harmony with the storyline. I want to shake things up. I want it to be different to what my aunt is used to, because I don't want the memories of, but I want to turn the sad memories. There were many happy memories of my aunt and the entire family. I just wish to give them that back. I do. So this is between us. That is the master plan that nobody else knows except us, if you get my drift. Yeah. We'll be sharing this, of course, with the other part of the family, but not my aunt. No, my aunt is going to be not in the know until we've got this master plan well underway. It really is. Ooh, really. Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more exact than that, I think. I've not. Yeah, that's not very good. Fantastic, that's one of them got back now. I'm trying to think whether for realism now we should swap on this after this load. I think we will. We'll grab one of the other tractors. I do want to be updating those as well. Updating. Using their options and getting them to be the bigger, basically, yes. Spin the words out of both. I have, I think, 400 of, yeah, 400, I think, the fence. That one there, that's 511 now. That's got the that can be 692, so that can handle any beastly tasks that we have in the future. But at the minute, we've not a real need. We've not got any large enough fields that we really need to. Oh no, of course, that was me. Right, let's swap this over now. It's did a very good job while we needed it to, but now we shall swap it over for a proper tractor. And I think we'll go for. Fence on the field. We'll go for the Axiom. Yeah, class. Why not? Now is a good time to start the lifting process. It is. Yeah, so that is the plan. So we're going to literally rip the trees down at the bottom and make full use. I'm not going to go mad. Only the trees that are going to get in the way, like we did up here. That was a master plan. I haven't ripped the ones at the side because I do absolutely think that they're gorgeous. But this down here, I always foresaw this as part of the yard. And now that plan will be sort of, yeah, no, watch, don't knock the seats around. No. Yeah, but I do think we need to obviously move our base of operations, which literally means dismantling the BGA. Now, yeah, and dismantling the Hessian and having a Hessian up here along with this one. More for the straw parts, because this has got the capacity, and it's also about cycles. I think I've always said that. It's not really about... Right, let's drop this down. Let's leave it here so I can pull this out of the way a little. Yes, that's a cracking job that did. I was pleased. It wasn't, yeah, it really wasn't as good as it should have been though, obviously, but yeah. So yes, this will be the last time that we actually cut field, yeah, that field. This one is nearly as, it is quite hilly, but it's neither like less nor more than the one that we just got up there at field 15. It's roughly the same, but yeah. So we will in one swoop basically be able to grab. I don't know how to do whether we transfer magically. I like realism, but I don't want to. If I was going to do it, I think I would. I will explain what I mean. Yeah, I'm obviously going to move everything from down the bottom. I don't know whether to show that or whether to just, yeah, move it up here. I think I probably would do these putting down. I like the design work. I like to show you the design work. I think I would do that. But I think we would do some of it off camera. I'm trying to, yeah, sort of get a little bit more. I recognise on One Boss Road that there are some times where, although I do like to show everything, if you've already had episode after episode after, I have double-minded on this, because on the Old Stream Farm we did absolutely a ton of baling and nobody ever really said, oh, not more baling, because it was what the map was, what brought us the money in actually each year on the Old Stream Farm was actually because it was on hard economy, it was the baling was... Oh. We should... Oh, single tap, that's why. This was so it was double tap. There we go. Right, okay. Yes, so... You will bear with me. We'll work out the mechanics. I really would do value your opinion. I remember on Lone Oak and FS19 when I was talking about my... It is twice when we bring it down, actually. Yeah, I made a statement and it's always struck a chord with me as definitely one of my motivations for... I do enjoy bringing other people on the journey. This is a hobby, obviously, doing Farming Simulator. I love doing this. It is, and it's not for everybody. In my youth, it would have not been my cup of tea. But yeah, I love this. And the fact that we're playing a non-violent game, doing no harm, and actually building something based upon real life that is quite a stupendous thing. Also honouring the farmers, the real farmers in the world that do this on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, I like that. But I made a statement, and that was that you are the friends that I've not met yet, and that's why I'm talking to you the way that I do. It was my biggest fear. I'm a really painfully shy person in real life, and I remember when I thought I'm going to do content, I'm going to have a go. And I thought, yeah, but you're really shy. I don't know that you're going to cope with the talking. And I did make that statement. I remember I was driving to or from the shop on Lone Oak, and I basically said that the reason I can talk as I do is because I'm talking to you as the friends that I haven't met yet. And that's what enables me to put emotion and actually talk to you as if you're here with me now and give it emotion. Mr. CDP does it well. Some content creators do it better than others. where you put emotion into your voice, but you can only do that if you're being real and true, and that's, yeah, I thought I'd struggle with that, but I don't, because I am talking to friends. And so obviously I've always said this, I don't see this farm as mine. Nobody's really ever, there's been a few comments by people over the months recently. Chad's got a voice, and I really do value that, but the fact that even if people tell me off, even that, there's a place for that, because good friends would. If you're about to make a disaster, I always think that is what good friends do, is they do have the guts to say, no, that is a pig's ear, you've made a right mess of things, and I respect that, I truly do. So I do value your opinions on a lot of things. I'd like to improve as a content creator, and obviously, to be honest, there's some things that people make comments sometimes. The odd time, I think it was Brian that made a comment about the volume level on the the music. It was too loud. Now I'd thought that a few times. I was thinking, this is a little bit loud, but I was thinking, well, yeah, but no one's ever really sort of said anything. And when Brian said what he did, I thought, he's right, you know. So I did something about it. And there's a lot of things like that. There's a content creator, you're not always sure what the channel members and subscribers actually feel about a matter. That is, have I actually? No, I haven't. There are some. Yeah, it is. Now, please, am I paying attention? No, I am not. No, they've snarled up at the bottom. I did think I'd not seen anybody for a while. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that either. Although, yeah. I see. I do see what's happened. Right, let's shove that out of the way. If we can. So this is where bales are a bit of a law unto themselves. Yeah. Where did you get to as well? How are you following him? So somehow you got in front. No, actually, I think the bale stops him, didn't it, really? Now then, am I in the way? Can I remember what I was talking about? That is, it's the real question. Can I remember where I got to in the conversation with you about this? Now, I'm out of the way, that's alright. Alright, so we need to be going down there. We did catch up, but only because, yes, I wasn't paying attention properly. Say about halfway. No, not quite, I don't think. Although we did do the headlands. The headlands do make quite a bit, I always think, on a field. That is a little bit close. It is a tad close now. Yeah. So yeah, I do truly value your opinion. I really do. You may be silent partners in a way, but I do this for you and for me. I do truly hope that you enjoy this. So if there is things that I could improve, I would really appreciate your feedback, because now I know Mr. CDP and a lot of them perhaps work things out, but I prefer to listen to what you would like. And if you say, look, I really don't like this, and if a lot of people say the same thing, then I will shake things up. Now I've always, and I do still to a degree, think I like to show most things with a time lapse, and I do like that approach, but there are times on Rombos Road where I thought, do you know, I don't really know that scanning the field, I've done one and I've shown that on camera, I really don't think that it wants to watch me for the next 2 or 3 sessions do the same job over and over again. So Mr. CDP does say something similar, and I do agree with them to a degree, but I've always just cracked on. But I truly do think that it is, yeah, there's certain jobs where, especially if you consider these type of fields, massive fields like this, I mean, it's alright if you can afford to buy the data. At Rombos they were 70,000 each, because they are such monster fields. They really are very, very large fields, humongous fields. And the idea of me dragging you through, literally scanning those, because obviously if I'm doing that, it has to follow me, then obviously that really does cause a bit of an issue in my estimation, where I don't want to be dragging you through that all the time. So I'm waffling, I know, but I am waffling for good reason, in so much as I'm trying to become a better content creator, and I will be very heavily guided by channel members. I do mean that. I do value your opinions. I don't just say those words. To me, it actually does mean something, your opinions, because you are. Without you, I'm just talking to myself, and that is true. I think I also made mention of that. It is true. If I'm so boring because I'm doing something that I consider it's okay, now, what's okay for me isn't necessarily okay for somebody else. So yes, I do value your opinions, and I would very much appreciate it if you do. If there's something you would like tweaking, I mean, if one person said, "Oh, I want this tweaking," and everybody else said, "No, no, no," then I would be guided by the majority. But I still value everybody's voice, even the one that maybe I do disagree with, and that's if it was. I obviously have to be the loudest voice. I have to call the biggest sort of thing, but that doesn't mean to say that means I'm going to veto your idea. If I think your idea is right, a bit like Brian when he was very vocal about the noise of the music that I had sort of half considered a few times myself. And that was one voice, and I listened to that one voice, and I did do something about it. And I think there is one track that I've got that I have noticed that's a little quiet, and so one must be at different volume levels. But almost all of them now, they don't blast your eardrums out. You don't have to adjust the volume since Brian made that comment, because ever since that I actually did something about it, and that's what I'm trying to say. I am prepared to change to suit, but I don't know what you think. I don't know what does make people. I mean, Mr. CDP, I'll give you examples. Yeah, I'll be specific. Mr. CDP, he has begun to switch his interactive zone markers off on a lot of Let's Plays, and he is getting quite good at it. To begin with, I found it quite counterproductive because he didn't know where they were, and then I suppose, yeah, if you use the different mods, if you use exactly the same mod every single time, then you could do that quite comfortably, but you don't, and I would never plan on doing that because I think it's a little bit boring for people if that's what you were going to do. Now, am I going to beat it? Am I going to beat you? Just... Yes, I think we have caught up. Okay. Yes. So, no, that's not point with that. Yeah, but no, I haven't caught up at all. Plenty. Yeah, so all I'm saying is if something really annoys you, please be vocal. I really do appreciate every single one of yours. Yeah, your voices, I truly do. And I do love the ones that are vocal. I do appreciate that, because I'm a very shy person. On Mr. CDP's, I think in all of the years I've watched Mr. CDP, I think I've commented... Have I ever commented? No, because his channel is so busy that there's just hundreds of people with loud voices that I have never considered leaving a comment, because someone's already said what I say. I have sort of yeah, I do think there's some dissident voices on Mr. CDP's channel, and I think he even knows that himself, and so therefore he doesn't listen to some of those people who just naysayers who really do want to, sometimes perhaps jealous of his success, which does happen. Yeah, I mean, people just like the sound of their own voice, and you know, but again, yeah, perhaps they're being genuine, but you know, one does not really know. You can't say for certain. But people have different opinions. It's not, you can't expect everybody always to agree with your opinion. But sometimes people, I mean, there are purists, there are people who want a specific thing. I mean, I've always tried to do the semi-automatic. I don't want any floating bales. I don't want to go back to that. I've done it on FS19. I did it a lot. And again, it is a representation of people working with you. You just can't see the bodies that are loading onto the back. But no, I want to be realistic as possible. This is the kind of realism I don't mind, where we have got a bale loader like this that looks... what was going to miss that? Yeah, this is actually good because it's less forgiving than anything else. You've got to get this right, and I actually like that. Yeah, I do. And that's what I want to stick to, that level of realism. I truly do. And again, this is the type of things. You see, I think that, but do you? Oh, that was flying then. level of the road. He was doing Hobo's Hollow had that for a while. Yeah, so please, if something's bothering you, or if you think it's better if I do things a different way, like interactive zone marks, I like those because, yes, it may add a little realism, but I mean, the other thing is that I did buy a piece of software to switch the hood off, and I think I did a trial run in the background once for myself, and I found it very difficult, but then I think you would to begin with. Yeah, there's a piece of software that enables you to put the hood onto almost like an external tablet, and yeah, I've bought that a long while ago, and I tried it once. Because I suppose the ultimate, it makes this a farming simulator of the greatest extent, where you don't see. The only thing I would think with that is, yeah, I'm not sure what it does when you must still go into these screens. It must. Switching the hood off just literally means there's none of that at the top. But that is a double-edged sword. Yeah, because if you do that, it means you can't see what the real time and the real date is, and the money and all that type of thing. Although, can you see the money if you go into menus? Can you see anything? I've never really looked at that because I'm so used to seeing the HUD. Not really, no. Financials, that is a point. Yes, I could use that more. I could, yeah, literally incorporate that, and it does tell us the balance right now. So yeah, that is a possibility. That is something that I am toying with. It would take me a few sessions to get used to, but again, they're the type of things that I am prepared to go to make this better, more realistic, including the interactive zone markers. Yeah, switching those off. Again, yeah, I think it's something that would take me a little while to get used to, and occasionally I might need to switch the help menu. I think you're bound to. It is true. Sometimes you've got to. Even Mr. CDP, sometimes as a greater content creator as he is, sometimes forgets and has his help menu on for a few seconds. Yeah, I'm quite good at that. I don't do that very often. Although I have done it a few times when you're tired. Yeah, I have succumbed to that then. I have, definitely. No, leave that because I'm going to get caught by those tractors. Yeah, so all I'm asking for is your comments, your opinions on these matters, on whether you know, I don't want to just rip and change. I was thinking about this earlier when I was driving from work about, again, it was a bit like the old Stream Farm. When you've made a drastic mistake like that, when you lose all of your viewers on a particular Let's Play because you've made a change of such significance that it winds everybody up. That was not ever your intention, obviously. No, I thought I was in the right place for that. Why did you not pick that up? I did think I was about spot on. We have a weird veil. Okay, let's try. And then put it down again. It's definitely not right. Let's try that again. Maybe something has gone wrong. Oh, no. It was being very demanding then. It wanted me exact. Yes, it is good. You have to be... Oh, no. Oh, Wally. Wrong button. And this is like the other one as well. You can't abort. Yeah, you can't with the any of the loaders. Once you've hit that, that's it. It's lights out. You've got to follow through. So let's empty it. My bad. Yeah, wrong button. Yes, I do value your opinion. I would love to hear from you on ideas to improve and streamline things, even if that does mean I do less time lapses and a little bit more off camera, because I suppose it is true what I've always said. Yeah, it is true. Any YouTuber can cheat. I could cheat off camera as well. I could, it is true, but there is that basic element of I hate cheating. I do. If we're not entitled to have a bail, there's no way I'm going to conjure a bail up because it goes against the grain. But that I can't. You don't know that that's true about me. Although I do think that, yeah, you do get a feel for someone's personality. I always think Mr. CDP is a very genuine person. You get that comes through his channel, and I like that. So all the content creators who I get the feeling aren't as genuine, but do produce good content. So yeah, and we watch their channel because we like that content, not necessarily because. But I'm a people person. I am, even though I'm a very shy one. And then I'm going to try and get this a little better. Definitely more central. This is definitely less. It's not very forgiving if you miss the sweet spot, which I like, because in real life it would do exactly that. So I've got to try and get my wheel position far better than yeah, no sloppy work is what I'm saying on this. It's got to be quite exact, which will get time. Of course, it's going to be a challenge. Still doing well. Well, it's 3, I think. I reckon 3 more passes. So yes, sometimes I have a nasty habit going around in circles. So if I am, I do apologise for that. Yeah, it is something that I am passionate about, and that is that it's as interesting as it can be for you as well. So if that means me streamlining and making changes to make the channel more interesting, I will do that. I will, just as I did when Brian made that suggestion, because I truly do think that suggestion was a cracking idea. And yeah, you don't always think of it yourself, or sometimes you think, well, no, I don't know, I don't want to change things. I might upset people. Yeah, and that's what I wish to avoid. It is. That is the thing that I am trying not to do. Is upset people. And I know you're always going to upset the few, that you're never going to get it perfect. There's going to be some person that is upset by one of your decisions, but then 99 other people are going to be happy with that decision. And I do realise that. I will give you a specific example. I always find this. Mr. CDP, as you know, is my favourite content creator. I don't ever make bones about that. I've never but there was one time when one of the decisions he made upset me a while, and I didn't watch his content for quite a few, so I didn't fall out. I was just a bit upset, and it wasn't what you probably are thinking if you do watch Mr. CDP, which all content creators go on about realism, and then often I will be specific even on that. Dagwin is a massive one for realism, he says, and I remember an episode where he was making a big point about indicating, and I thought, there's nobody behind you. You wouldn't indicate in real life, and you're being caught by your own what you're doing now, because I wouldn't indicate now. There's nobody. That car's a mile away, and that car's a mile away, so I would not indicate in real life. And if you're trying to be realistic, then you're not being realistic if you're indicating when there's no one behind you. Now, if you're looking forwards, in real life you've got mirrors, but in this, although you have got mirrors, you can't always, if you're not accessing them, then obviously for realism you don't know there's someone behind you, so therefore you would indicate. You would. I understand that. But yes, there was one incident where Mr. CDP, like Dagwin, often goes on about realism, and that's why he goes to such great lengths. And yet, he says that, but everyone has blind spots. Yes, and I will be specific. Yeah, there's one incident that was a little bit upsetting to me, and again I got over it. I did, but for I think probably a month I stopped watching his content. I do watch it now. Again, I find him a fantastic content creator. I truly do. Let's put that down, and so therefore I watch again. But yeah, there was one, and again it is down to, we are allowed to do what you like, but you can upset people. I know I've been upset by content creators' decisions they make, especially when they go on about realism and then they go and blatantly do something that's totally unrealistic. Yeah, which one was it? It was on FS22, and it was his the Elm Creek. I almost forgot the name then. Yeah, it was his Elm Creek, and he grabbed a load of stones from. He'd funnily enough got the Muds Fruits buying. He got a ton of stones, and in his storyline, literally probably put 250 tons of stone on the ground, which he then basically put into the lime crushing mod and sold and made an absolute killing. So I thought, yeah, but you didn't work for that. It's not realistic. You go on about realism, and then you've just gone and insulted everybody's intelligence. But again, he is allowed to do that. It's his choice. We all have different ways of doing things. So yeah, it did upset me, but I thought, well, I'm not going to let a silly matter like that. Not like his FS19 again. Wasn't my favourite set when he did the which the Unreal series that he did. I can't remember the map, but you may well know what I'm on about. Yeah, Zany. Oh, what's his name? Anyway, yeah, the map where everything was unreal, including gathering grass at about 50 miles radius, that type of stuff. Yeah, that was. No, he obviously wasn't going for realism on that. He was going for, yeah, everything but realism. It was obviously, it was tongue in cheek. Oh, that was okay. That wasn't that forgiving, but they did it. Fantastic. Yeah, I did watch that, and I thought that was quite acceptable because it was what it was. It wasn't my favourite series. I watched it, yeah, from a distance. It wasn't like one that I was glued to. But you know, not all. No one's going to love every single farm that Mr. CDP goes to. No one's going to love every farm that I go to. There's going to be sort of series where you think, nah, I'm not bothered about this one. And I understand that because I'm exactly the same. But yeah, I am going for realism, and I'm going for very realistic. I am. I have my settings on. I can do crop destruction, and I often show that, as in by accident. I don't switch that off. It is on, and it stays on. And Mr. CDP talks about an incident on Stone Valley in FS19 that he switched it off ever since that because he literally ran a massive line through the field and it upset him, so therefore he switches it off with that. Yeah, but that's realistic. It is realistic. That's why I leave it on. It's a stark reminder that if I'm tired and I run through, and I have done it. There was an incident, funnily enough it was lost footage, so I think it's on YouTube, but basically in my Western Wilds there was one session where I was using those 26 metre ploughs, and we've got two of them, and they must have hit each other on the fields, and one of them veered, which is what Courseplay often does. One of them veered and put a 26 metre swath of plough marks through every single field, and of course I missed it. I was busy doing something on the BGA at the bottom, taking some silage or something like that. And when I came across, I was incredulous. I was absolutely gutted because the workers had cut this massive 26 metre, and that is a lot of lost product, and I was gutted. And I thought, what do? Do we load it? And I thought, no. I mean, no, it wouldn't happen in real life. That isn't realistic. A worker might do what Mr. CDP did on Stone Valley, where literally, yes, you do go 6 foot into the field and you stop. Or if someone had a heart attack, well, that's a different matter, obviously. But yeah, no, you could do. And I've often just put my tyres in and thought, whoa, you know, you're going through your crop, pack it in. But it's real. Farmers, if they do make a mistake like that, that's exactly what's going to happen. You can't say in one breath I'm aiming for realism and then switch something off, and as if like, well, because you're actually belying your own claim and you're not staying true to yourself or anybody if you're doing that. Right, I think we're yeah, we are. Oh, we need to move you out of the way. Yeah, let's shift. Let the baler finish. Smashing. Excellent. So, yeah, no, we won't do any cleaner, but it's the nearest damage. Right, we should grab the baler as well. So this is our last run on this. It is, yes. Because as I say, I do mean it. I don't want to be in grass forever. Let's see if we can actually... Can we? No, that is a lot of bale to actually gather. If I was 78 or 80%, I think it will, but it's not like we're not going to ever do this, is it, and carry on. Well, actually, I'm quite pleased with this, because I've never before kept up quite up to pace like this where you're almost keeping abreast of them. So yeah, this is quite exciting. The Heston Baler is making a difference. Yeah, I think we should be seeing more of this on our Let's Plays. I'd like to make the Bale trailer, yeah, this a different colour. I don't want to stick it to the same, but if we've got, I mean, there are some mods that you take everywhere with you and there are some that you don't, and again, I think this would be one that I wouldn't always do. Oh. Otherwise it does become samey, although I suppose it's a bit like the Big Bad Winch. I am trying to get that into Let's Plays as a side loader, especially on English maps. Yeah, I'm wanting to use low loaders more to shift things around the map. Yeah, and again, your opinions is, as always, heavily valued. It is. Yeah, I'm really wanting feedback if you think there's a way that I can improve things, make things more engaging to you, the audience. Another thing I was thinking earlier was, now, my angle is I like efficiency. I do. That is the way that I think, and obviously that's my own personal view of efficiency. So I like to make things central. I'm sort of trying to design farmyards on quite a few Let's Plays and play with ideas to see if it's better. Western Wilds, I think, was one that I first started to do, something I've always wanted to do, which is a central farmyard. Adelshoven did that. That was a nice map for that. That actually went from that. The yard was a central hub and the fields were around it, and maybe subconsciously that was what gave me the idea, because it is, I think, it is something I have thought, and I have mentioned even in FS19, that I wanted the silo in the middle, sort of like, and we've done quite a bit of that. We've put silos and fermenting silos in the middle of things, on the edge of fields. Oh, that was not quite right. I did see that. I don't know, I wasn't far off though, really. Wally, you've got 10. Excuse me, frog in throat. Yeah, that won't lift that no matter how often or how sideways you get it. That is, yeah, we're full. No more room at the inn. Yeah. So yes, how was I saying? Yeah, on the way home, I was, yeah, it's talking about, sometimes I waffle on quite a lot. And now, some people may watch this for different reasons. Not everybody may be a farming simulator buff. Now, I love statistics. I often talk about, and it's quite obvious that I am a bit of a nerd. I am a geek. I am in real life. That is my job. I'm a computer geek, and that does come into Farming Simulator. So I do try to remember 12.5 meters, like I said on the Anderson. I do try to remember the width on almost everything. Not always perfectly. Sometimes I'm half a meter out, or on this time I actually was spot on. But yeah, I do try to remember that, and I do try, and I mention that. I do a lot, you know, because it is who I am. But does everybody want to hear that, or do you just want to see the farm? Do I waffle on too much about statistics, about bale capacities and trader capacities? Because I do realise I do that. Yeah, so I want your opinion, things that do wind you up about the channel, about me waffling on. I can waffle for England, as I have on this session. We've not done. I think I mentioned a time lapse. I think we went into a time lapse for 5 minutes, and that was it. And then I came out. So yes, I mean, we've done more waffling. We've done most of this field, most of this entire session waffling rather than the time lapse. So yeah, we will have got this field done, and that will probably be it, because it's going to be a long session otherwise. Now this time you should get this, as long as you're in the middle. There you go. That's it. I think this is 2. That's all we've got left to pick up. So that is fantastic. We'll have a look in a minute. I mean, obviously some things you've got to do, the progress of what you're doing, what you've got in this silo over the session, how many tons of grass you've got, all that type of stuff. Yeah, do I drive you crazy with my, you know, like this is a 12 meter, this is or is that what you do want? Yeah, I just, the things that drive people crazy is what I really want to know, so I can avoid, yeah, things that are annoying. Let's make sure. Let's have a bit of a pass. Yeah. Yes. Now, in previous incarnations of myself, this to me would have been the perfect field because I love to be near the shop. It's still not that far away, even down here. It's only a stone throw away, so yeah, you've got to have a bit of realism. You can't be right next to the shop always. That was spoilt by Sudbury Meadows. I always used to buy the field behind that as my main farmyard. I did. Yeah, it was my favourite spot on that map. I played that map so often. It was still to this day is one of my favourites. It lagged behind in the end when I moved to seasons and precision farming. It had no season support, so I did sadly have to say goodbye to that map. But I think everyone's probably got a favourite map, and again, it's probably one of the most unpopular maps. I think it's still on FS19, but again, it's sadly whoever was the map maker. There was very little. I think there was only one Let's Play I ever saw done, and the content creator was a new content creator. Wasn't very confident. And I think he was going for ultra realistic as well. I mean, really, yeah, he undid. Yeah, he did that. Had the mod on where you've got to unhitch yourself, get out, and unhitch and hitch, and all that type of stuff. And he did it. But again, we've all got things we like and dislike. Well, why am I dragging this around? I don't want to do that. Right. Okay then. So we have done this. We have. Sure. Yeah, and I'm not, for once, I'm not going to pH or nitrogen it, because we are going to sell it. We really are. And now, have I got any placeables on this yet? No, I haven't. So we can safely sell Field 15 right now. And we shall do. Because we have. Now that we need to be on that tab though, Mr. Smith. Yeah, basics now. So sell. Fantastic. Now then, Field 17 buy. I do realise this is going to mean there is an awful lot of how much have we got? Yeah, that's fine. We're still going to have more money than we had before. So we have 90,000 left. Next session we will be cutting the grass. Now obviously we are reducing our grass footprint. We are in time, and I may well, as Field 17 was in FS19, that may well become an arable field in time, and we just keep this as our grass in time. But we are trying to bring money in. We are the year is on the turn now. We are going towards autumn. We are our crop in. Yes, Field 5 is going to be ready next month, so that'll be next session. And yeah, we will, in fact, next session we will carry on with this day. Yeah, obviously I realise that it's 11:15. No speeding up time today. Shall we? No, we'll get the equipment up. I would also like to do what I said I was going to do absolutely forever. Or did I do the tree begun already? Oh, actually. Yes, Dust Bunny on. Yeah, let me change view. Yes, Dust Bunny did say things, and I know what she means now. I tried this on another Let's Play. It is true. It's better if you do it like downways like this for getting rid of tree stumps. It works almost every time. Or did I already do this and I've forgotten it? Because I know what I'm like. I'm a terror. Let's see. Not registering. I know it's a shame. Oh, it's right next to us. I can see it now. I can. Yes, I know. It's making a little bit of money, but it makes more sense that I want to just get rid of this one piece of wood. We've not gone into forestry, so I just want to chop it into little pieces, and it's not wanting me to do that. Wow. I apologise for that. My wife has a sixth sense for when I'm creating content. Yeah, and I have to take my turn making tea the same as everybody else. Absolutely. Yeah, it's content creation, doesn't get in the way of the little things like that. Not in our house. No, so I suppose that's my point. I'm just another person, just the same as everybody else. Right, let's see, now we know you're there. Can I get you to go red, or are you... Yes, this is definitely a very tricky tree stump. Yeah, I might have to get the tree big on. It does seem to be very resistive, even like this. Normally if you do it downwards, the lumberjack mod is fantastic for that. It doesn't seem to be wanting to change to red. Let's go in yellow. It recognises the ward sometimes, but yeah, there. That is it. It's just letting me cut the slithers off. So yeah, tree be gone, I reckon it is. Yeah, I think as we said a long time ago, we'll grab the tree be gone and I'll scour that. I think it was only that one, typically, of course. Oh, that's the point. It did used to be able to. Let's just do a little bit of work. I don't mind if this costs us 10 grand or something silly like that. Although, if he's going to do that, aren't you best to just, yeah, you know, let's do it. I agree. Let's not, yeah, faff around. Yeah, let's just grab the tree be gone, and let's get that tree be gone. Oh, that is, you know, we bought that yard. That's true. We could. We're going to quickly do that now. Then we'll get rid of the trees that we're going to get down there. We're not going to, yeah, only the trees that we do want gone. I did say this is what we were doing, so let's get this done. Yeah, I've been threatening that as long as this Let's Play's been going, that tree that was there. So for once, let's get this sorted. Yes, I think we'll get a permanent. There is a mod actually I was talking about, and I do think that, yeah, I want to get. I love these. I do. I think they're fantastic. I will leave a set up here always. I think as our when we're passing, we can come and get filled up. But I think we'll put a proper one. In fact, let's buy it now. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Yeah, it's a mod that I do think I'll be featuring quite a lot. And it is still movable. It is. Oh. Oh, yes. Absolutely. Yes, I've been talking about this mod for absolutely forever. We will indeed. That is absolutely excellent. Now then, yeah. Calm down. Calm down. Yes, we need to... yeah, I mean, that's another thing, yeah, the zaniness. Some people love that, some people hate it. Now, I watch some content creators, or started to watch some content creators, and it annoys the hell out of me if people are, like, too in your face. But some people love that. Yeah, we've all got different things that are yes or a no, things that you like or you hate. And that's one of my... I don't like too much... I don't. No, I'm not a massive fan of that. Right, what were you here for? You were here for the tree be gone in forestry, I believe. We want that. We did. Yeah, we've got the poplar. Now there was something else you were talking about. Oh, crawl. Oh wow! Now that I didn't. I knew it got some stuff, but now that is quite impressive. We will have to try that out. Do you know? No, let's give it a go. Let's forestry. Yes, and we're going to lease you. 341, absolutely. So now we need to lease the Lee pair. Oh, I'm glad this is... Oh, I'm really chuffed about this, because I did know the Lee bear was in there, the wheel loader. It's amazing. But I didn't realise... Forestry, yes. Lease... Yes, I would say that's probably not much more than the cost of the tree be gone, if I'm honest. Right, but it might produce wood chips. That's not the end of the world either. No, there was something else. Oh, I've forgotten. I'll look in editing and I think, you Wally, yeah, that's what you wanted. Right, let's repair over here. Yes, smash it. So, wow, yeah, I've been wanting to feature this, and I didn't have it in. I didn't. I thought I had. I got the X, but I didn't get this particular one that does poplars and that, and also sugar cane. So is it sugar beet, or is it whichever? Well, and we're going to do some of that, definitely. So we will be either leasing or buying a forage harvester at some point. We shall. A big one as well, because, yeah, my normal little... forestry. I don't somehow think that can cope with that. Now then, let's see. if this can truly remove trees, or like the tree we got, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be annoyed because obviously I'm going to have wasted. Now we have got a low loader down at the farm, because to me this seems like the perfect opportunity to use said item, because that thing is a little slow. I think obviously one thing we will do in time, because we are going in a massive way into fields. Obviously we are going to move from here up to the top in time. That is that's where we're going to the proper farmyard, our house. Yeah, our house. Our family farm at the top, which we bought today, and we've still got things over at left. But we shall be selling those fields, and we shall be getting fields, proper fields up near us. But again, I might actually convert 17 to begin with. That might be the first field that we go for. We'll cut the grass, and then I think we shall... Yeah, because we're going to get an awful lot of products from what we've just done now and what we're going to get on there. So, right, let's stick on this. It will be a lot quicker. We could even stick the axiom on this as well. Oh no, we're running down. Smash it. I would not mind buying one of these. I do. Yeah, I think this would be quite an asset. I do love my telehandlers, but yeah, this has got a place as well. Yeah, I could see one of these on most of our farms in time. Okay, oh no, that's okay. Now this has got little tiny things at the front that you can't drive through. They're like a barrier, which is... Oh no, this can go through them. Okay, that's fine if it's not going to get in the way. Stick you on. Oh, we're not going to get the fence on as well, though. That is true. That can make its own way at some point. Yeah, we do need a big harvester. Either we go teams, but then I have got that lovely header there that would be nice to use before the end of the Let's Play. So we shall see. We keep our eyes peeled. In fact, yeah, I've got to stop spending money as soon as I make it, because yeah. Let's grab the axion off and we should stick that just on the back. To be honest, the axion can definitely make its own way. In fact, we should send a worker. We should call the farm and ask one of our family members to come and pick this up and take it to the farmyard that we now own. Yeah, we should be getting animals as well, but again, this is the winter project. Definitely, I would like to, yeah, get the farm busy, get the BGA moved and all that type of stuff as well. Which is going to cost us. It's going to be done properly. It's not suddenly, but I do think we're going to make. In fact, let's also grab you to set destination field 16 and get you set destination field 16, and we shall. Yeah, we should grab the. Now then, yes, we shall. Let's grab this and we should put you back a bit, because you are definitely causing issues. I don't know why you are, but yeah, it's not liking you up there. Perhaps it would cause pressure, I don't know. I'm not an expert on these things. We should try that. Right, let's try that. Yeah, that's much better. That's actually is. Right, so then, yes, big change. We have lost that field and we gained a smaller field and the farmyard. We have, I've got the family home back in a way. We've still got a place, a house for my aunt. So I'm not going to go skimpy. It's going to be a nice house. Different to what she's used to, but yeah, definitely a nice house. Right, let's see what this does, because I've never used this. I don't know if it's a tree garden or whether it is. Yeah, it's going to be a bit different. It's going to do mulching. I would presume it would just mulch and destroy. If I'm honest. Right, let's get you off. Ooh, did move a little, even with being, yeah, I do love this. So obviously it's slow as anything, but yeah, that's... Right, let's see, I do love this. I used to use the tree maverick in FS19 exactly in this same way. Not on this particular thing, but I always used to do it on on a front loader, because you've got that control of that, and lifting up, you could do all sorts of weird and wonderful things that you weren't supposed to do with this, and cut all manner of trees that map makers didn't really want you to cut. But yeah, I do like that, the ability to be able to switch that up a minute. It's seriously slowing us down. It's hard for me to see where that is. It is, I think I can see it. I think it's there. Oh, it's not slowing it down at all. It's just... Let's see, what do we do? Smashing, that is excellent. That has that has seriously ploughed the ground. Seriously ploughed the ground. Now, I think that is everything. I'm almost sure we'll just have a wander, but I'm almost 100% sure that we should have a quick look. We should plough these as we're going, just so as we don't miss any trees where the bushes are. I think that was it though. I'm almost sure it was just that one, but we shall be thorough. Right, let's think of what a time lapse is, because as you can see, it's a tad slow. We're going to get rid of all of those trees that I want getting rid of now. Why are you doing the round and round trick, Sarah? Seriously, yes, there was no need for that. Yes, so I'm going to say my words. We are going to strip those trees that we don't want down there. If this lets us, we might need to do a combination of this and the chainsaw. I'm hoping this does most of the likely equivalent to the tree we got. Yeah, now that these are starting to filter through, that would be nice. Right. So, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, this is the bit where we're going to get the bulldozers in. So next time you see this, this is going to be filled in. It is. I'm going to take note of what money we've got. Yeah, I've literally cleared that as I wish to. I've done it. Yeah, I actually made this into a field a long time ago. Last on the original one in here, I made this into a small field when I was right back at the beginning. Yeah, when I needed to do that. Oh, I didn't sell that one. Yeah, I should sell that one in a bit to get rid of that. I didn't want to go too mad. I've only done the one at the end was a little bit odd because it had got two together that were a little bit strange. I've left the tree line still down there and down at the bottom, but I've got rid of all of the ones that's on the land where we're going to actually put our animals. So yeah, I'm going to take note of this and put the money back to this point, because this would be us now, and I am going to do this off camera just to get this level. So yeah, I'm just going to stick that back to that. But this is the end of this session. Next time we shall put some animals down, or no, we've got. I know we've got a little bit of money that was through the selling of the things, but we've not got enough to actually buy our animals, not yet. So I'm not going to do that, not until winter. We shall sort of start to buy those later on in the year when we've got a bit of cash. Next session we're going to cut that field, and yes, we shall. But I think we'll be going into arable in that on that particular way, definitely, which means we do get to use our planter soon. That is a point. What are we going to plant? So we're going to cut the grass. What have we got coming up? We have planting season next month. We could do canola. Do you know, I've not done canola in a long time. But yeah, it doesn't go with our model. We have got the BGA, and we do need straw for the Hessian. So wheat or barley, I will definitely do that. But we are going to be doing some sugar cane. Now we have that header. Is it sugar beets? Let's have a quick look while we've got a moment. Yeah, and then I'm literally going to draw this to an end. The X-Collect. X-Collect poplar, sugar cane and poplar. It is cane, lovely, because I've not done sugar cane in a long while, and that, having that on the header, is absolutely going to be fantastic. It's the only thing that's ever put me off. Sugar cane is the size of the thing, but I have done it. Yeah, even on FS22, it was my actually first crop that I chose to do off my own back, because I do enjoy it. So yes, thank you very much. Next time this shall be levelled. We shall get that level, and the money will be that we're going to get the bulldozers in and do that ourselves. Being as we've got the leap here, we're going to hire the bucket, and we're going to sort this all out. In fact, you know, for realism, that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to do the bucket for that. Yeah, just so as we follow through with exactly what we said. Is it that? That's the wheel loader. It is not the W20 either. It is the Liebherr 3500. We shall lease you for realism. There we go, and this will all be levelled thanks to that fantastic bit of kit. Next time we shall send. I will send that back after we finished with it. So next time this won't be here either. It did do a good job. It did. It's yeah, fantastic. Definitely. It's obviously not a tree be gone, but then we've already got our tree be gone, which will be reset back in its proper place. I almost forgotten I'd got that. I thought, hang on, you've already bought that. So I have, it's true. So I'm not going to do any modelling apart from levelling that. That's the only thing I'm going to do, and then next time we shall start to build our farmyard. We shall. So I am going to say my words. Thank you very much for watching. Any ideas, please, by all means, yeah, put them in. Yeah, this is a blank canvas for us all to actually do, so I'll probably leave it a week before I do. I might put a shed down or something like that, but if there's any ideas or even animal enclosures or anything you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments, and I will. Yeah, I'm going to leave it a week until I actually do things from this being posted, which hopefully will be later on today. So I am going to say goodbye for now.